Hey guys, just give me a second. So, what do you think of Baltimore City today? Hey, Sebastian. The cat's coming in to say hi. I haven't seen my cat all day. Neither are my cats. There we go. I was bringing up the live. Hey, Skits. Michael had said, hey there, Yogi. Sorry I've been absent today. That's okay. I was kind of absent today too. I've had some errands before a storm came through. I hope all is okay with this storm. Selena says, good morning, Yogi Eric. I won't be here this morning, but sending love and blessings to y'all, everyone in the chat. Thank you, Selena. It's so Yogi, Michael, and Selena. Will says, sorry, can't stay. Just a moment at the hospital, not good. Inside, something to my leg this time. Bad. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Willa. Percy, my friend. Willa says, come back later on. Hope you're okay, my friend. Hey, Kat. How are you? Sebastian says, Yogi Baltimore, awesome. Taste of the city. It's a nice city. Lordox says, someone's sending you money? What do you need money for, Lordox? What do you need money for, and how are we to go about doing so? Hey, Kit Kat. Kit Kat says, hi. Kit Kat, how'd it go today? I was thinking about you. Soulstar says, hi, Yogi. Hey, Soulstars. Phoenix says, hey, Yogi. Good to see you. Peace and blessings to you in your chat. Skit says, hi to everyone. Hey, Anna. Anna says, hi, Yogi. Hi, everyone. I missed you guys this afternoon. Man, Thorax says, I'm broke. What about your aunt or aunt, depending on where you are, how you say it? Ouch, my cat just bit me. She doesn't do that often. Hey, legendary princess. She actually used me to prop herself up. Push herself up a little bit, using me for support, so she could then proceed to bite me. Skit says, I'm doing well. Thank you, Michael. Thalak says, my aunt isn't, but she's saving her money for my future, or what she says. Well, she has you in mind. What about, I thought you were working at a Walmart. Kit Kat says, we got second place. Awesome. I knew you could do it, Kit Kat. We all did. We all believed in you. Thorodox says $5 would be good. How do we send it to you, though? Michael says I had to restart chapter 4 because I didn't like how I'd written something, but I got it sounding good. Well, good. Good for you. Way to be to have that discernment. When you know it's not right, it's not right. I don't know what that means. Thorodox. Sebastian says, Dolly, great live. I like Raven John. He's a nice person. Phoenix says, Anna, how are you doing? Thorodox says, I'm working, yeah, but I don't have much. Kit Kat says, I was happy. I was crying because how happy I was. You deserve that. You deserve that happiness. And I'm glad. Thorodox says, I'll start yapping about that. That's okay. So I don't have Cash App. I have PayPal and Venmo. So I spent the day at the Veterans Hospital, Baltimore City. It's a sobering place to be. People literally gave their health for their country. Um, Lots of people. Oops, guys, sorry. Oh, that's Cat and Jack. I forgot that I sometimes I forget to put the sound on or put the sound off. This is sunrise in Northeast Tennessee. Cat and Jack's been playing all morning. Um, this is only a 3-hour video. The last video was 7 hours and 49 minutes. I also have Selena the Celestial playing right now. Yeah, just to see so many people who gave so much for the sake of others. Sobering place to be. And yet, you know what? Even in all that, the suffering that you see, there's a lot of joy. So a guy on a was in a wheelchair. It was sort of a mobile. It was a mobile chair, but it's not a traditional wheelchair. One leg, and he came into an elevator I was on. The happiest person you would ever see, and he was singing a song he made up, praising Jesus. Good says, I'm so proud to see you out in the big world, Yogi bro. Well, it wasn't. I was asked for help. I needed to drive. I needed to drive Mocha to the Veterans Hospital. She had a procedure done, and she was going to be put out, so she wouldn't be able to drive back. Michael says, not tomorrow. It'll be Thursday. Oh, here it is. I'm thinking about going live tomorrow. Sometime isn't tomorrow Thursday? After Mysteries Untold premiere, and I may let someone hop in and share some ghost stories with me if they have any. Nice. Thank you for that, Skits. That just says, Yogi, how is Mocha? Did she feel leave to be home after the appointment? She was pretty out of it. She stayed awake long enough to help me navigate through the city. I'm not a great city driver. I'm not a great country driver. I'm not a good driver, period. My my response to Mocha uh, with I forget what it was about. Directions. She has an electric car. First time I ever drove it. Um, and my response to Mocha over something she was trying to give me instructions on was, "Do you want it done right, or do you want me to do it?" Which caused a lot of amusement. But I stand by that statement. We can do things right, or I can do it. Take your pick. Hey, Maddie. Maddie says, Mr. Yogi, my friend. Maddie, how are you? Nodak says, Yogi, you're more than 1 million to me. Well, thank you. But like 10 million or something, I'd probably have to consider trading for you. Well, I appreciate that thought. So I read something today. Maybe I'll type it in the comment section. Hey, Sniper. Sniper says, you spent your fortune already, Larry Dax. Michael says, sorry, I meant if not tomorrow, it'll be Sunday. Gotcha. Maddie says, I'm good, Mr. Yogi. Hope you're well. A bit out of it. Got a little dehydrated today. Long stretch of time without any food. Not that I eat a ton, but in a window of time. But let me type in. 1 second, guys. One second. For your consideration, pinned in the chat, pinned up above. Michael says, thanks, Phoenix. I'm just praying StreamYard doesn't act up this time because Friday evening I'm interviewing the Paranormal Poet. Awesome name. So we're going to try to live stream for an hour. Then I think I'll go to bed. Let's see. Maddie says, Michael, mate. So, how was your guys' days? What'd you do? My friend Teddy, who many of you have met here, she's gotten met in the chat. She's got a new channel. She is a up and coming writer, up and coming YouTube channel. She sent me a photo on Facebook because I was unable to take my normal walk at the regular time. She saw the beaver. She said, I missed you this morning, but I did catch this. She sent me a photo of the beaver that I've been trying to get for well over a year now and have been unable to capture it on camera. Maddie says, long day at work. Well, I hope you're able to relax now, Maddie. It says, is someone currently thinking of a considerably large bowl of mint ice cream, generously sprinkled with chocolate chips? I think I am thinking the happiest thought. Awesome. Sepa says, we skirted around this morning. What would you say the number one step to protect one's energy? I'm going to go back to the quote that I put in there. Thought. What are you thinking? What are you thinking at this moment? Hey, Jamie Brown. Our world is, our universe is completely created by our thoughts, our perception. So it only goes to show that or only goes to say that our energy that has the power, our thoughts that have the power to create a universe also has the power to protect us, also has the power to our thoughts being energy. You could say it has to be the highest form of energy, everything coming from a thought. So I'd say thought first, prana second, using your breath, and then something physical, whatever physical tool works for you, third. Now, you might want to protect your thoughts if you're of the religious bent, thoughts of God. If you are not, it could be thoughts of love or the universe itself or reality. Let's see. It's 445 says, I like to let peace guide my being before any emotions. But that's Sri Yukastar's thing I stole. Hey, if you're going to steal from the best. I mean, he is the largely considered the premier guru of Kriya Yoga. Welcome in, 445. Michael says, my days are good so far. I had got 6 pages written, chapter 4 this morning. It's a good day's work. Semper says, it's having knowing of self-worth. But wouldn't that be going back to thought? Michael Sips, I read that. Everyone's saying hi. Paradox says, I'm fighting lust and uncleanliness. Diggy, this sounds pretty personal, but will you, well, I've stopped thinking lustful things. Well, you stop thinking. If you're fighting it, then you haven't stopped thinking it. How about instead of fighting it, if you have a lustful thought, it's just a thought. It's the investment that you put into it that matters, Laradox. Sniper says, that's natural, Laradox. You're alive. Exactly. It's just a thought, just an emotion. It's if you're investing fear in it, if you're investing sinfulness in it, if you're investing, this goes back to what Sniper pointed out, if you're investing energy in it, now it's become something. But if you just recognize it's just the thought, if you learn to smile at it, then you create this distance. You're no longer at the whim of every thought you have just because you have a thought. 445 says, I like the quote from Yogananda, ask and you shall receive, so that you may learn firsthand this life, the perils of attachment. Nice. I like that too. Thanks for sharing that. It's been a bit since we've had some Yogananda quotes. Sebastian says, it's making me think that we should have more happy thoughts, which in turn can brighten somebody's day. Yes. And it can brighten our days. Your life will literally change. Just recognize your thought. Don't fight the thoughts. Just add in a happier thought. Let's say you have 1,000 unhappy thoughts a day. And of course, it leads to an unhappy life. Not only that, you see unhappiness around you. What if for every 100 of those 1,000, let's say for 100 out of every 10,000, you just introduced a happy thought? Or if you watched your thought, it's the whole purpose of doing breath work, the whole purpose of meditation is just become a little mindful of the thoughts that we're having. We catch ourselves. Could I think a happier thought? That's the value of doing Ho'oponopono, which is the Hawaiian shamanistic practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. You recognize a thought. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You're not apologizing to something or someone. You're apologizing. I recognize that I got caught up in this negative spiral. And I'm sorry. When we say, please forgive me, we're not asking for forgiveness from something. We're asking it of ourselves. Please forgive me for mistaking my belief, my thoughts, as not as powerful as they actually are. Thank you that I recognize this. I love you because love is reality. Hey, Long John, how are you? Paradox says, like, I used to go at it privately, but I stopped. Paradox says, an overall being cleaner, or trying to. Be kind and gentle on with yourself. Let's see. 445 says, make me appreciate my struggles more and what they can teach me. Yes. If they're not teaching you something, what's the point in having them? Sebastian says, Laradox, that midnight screen will cool down the urges. That's This is true. Very well said, Sebastian. Long just says, hope you're having a best day, Yogi. Love you. Love you all. Love you too, Long John. Thank you so much. Michael says, Yogi, could you email me a time that would be good for you to come on Whispers from the Past Paranormal Podcast? I'd love to hear your thoughts on spiritualism and meditation. Hey, here's what we could do, Michael. Do you have some set times that you think might work? And I'll look at the times and we'll see what we can get together. I'd love to do it. Phoenix says, Jamie Brown, brilliant friend. Jamie Brown is brilliant. Step says step 2, being able to say no in certain cases. Those cases when it's lying to yourself. Hey, Smitty. Smitty says, "Sup, brother Yogi? How are things going, Smitty?" Long John says, your thoughts can be reality at times, even if not true. I would say your thoughts are always reality, and they're almost always not true. We mistake our perception for truth, but they never are. Hey, Carl. Carl says, good evening, everyone. Nice to see you, Carl. So you balance the energies that come at you. Sebastian says, Yogi, I really like that. I feel like that's such a positive way to start a day. We can store unlimited happy thoughts. Yeah, that's why, I mentioned quite a bit my practice of saying thank you. First arising, as soon as my eyes open. Phoenix says, I love you. We love you too, Phoenix. Carl says, I'm not a happy camper. What's up, Carl? Anything we can do to maybe just brighten the moment up for you a little bit. Especially says, there's one person here that isn't present right now that I wish could read that pinned comment. But maybe they'll find it. We can bring it up again. Of course, the follow-up would be if the answer is no. The follow-up is, could you? Just one thought. Just one thought. Could you have a happier thought? Michael says, alrighty, I'll let you know. Thanks, Michael. Phoenix says, if I'm not free to say no, then I can't be free to say yes. I don't want to say yes. I like that. That's nice. It's an interesting topic. What did I know Laradox and Phoenix could probably answer this. What did Jesus say? If someone asks you for your cloak, someone asks you for your shirt, give them the shirt and the cloak as well. Carl says, I'm making a decision about YouTube soon. What's it a choice between? What's it a decision on? If you would like to share. What's the question, Laradox? Carl says, oops, I read that. Sniper says, Sebastian, every thought of yours is a repeat of what someone or somewhere sometime has said or written. Nothing is new. It doesn't, this is the Course in Miracles would say that it doesn't matter the form your thought takes. What matters is the content your thought takes. Course goes so far as to say there are no neutral thoughts. You are either having thoughts of fear in all the many guises or thoughts of love. There are no neutral thoughts. So Don't worry so much about the form the thought takes as the content of the thought itself. Is it a loving thought or is it a fear based thought? So, do I think there's a possibility of Jesus of my view and opinions to exist? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. What's the Jesus of your view and opinions? And why would you have an opinion? Would be a question I would ask. What if you had faith in a Jesus that was beyond the view and opinions? What if you had a relationship with Jesus that no one ever told you about? If you knew nothing at all about Jesus, nothing, no one ever told you something, you never read a single word in the Bible, and he approached you, what do you think that message would be? Carl says, yes or no. Do you have a direction that you're leaning in, Carl? I know you've been unhappy on YouTube for quite some time. Wish I could make it better for you. I got to tell you, I think you make great videos, and I love your live streams. I don't always make your live streams, so I apologize. But when I see you live, I promise you, I always try to stop in and say hi. You give the warmest welcomes. Stephen says it's what vibration you resonate that will construct the thought that we're just sitting waiting to be heard again. Michael says, I was thinking May from 1 p.m. your time, which would be 12. Yep. No, 2. You're right. I make it a half hour. Oh, okay. Yep. Pick a day. I do go live 3 times a day. It's a lot of live. So, yep, I could do that. Sure. Half an hour between 2 my time. Absolutely. There that says that Jesus is the Bible. But think about this. What does Jesus have to do with the Bible? Why does Jesus need a Bible? You know, biblical scholars have pointed out that possibly the only actual words that Jesus spoke in the Bible, the Sermon on the Mount. And they have said if every other word in the New Testament was destroyed except for the Beatitudes, that alone would be able to base the entirety of Christianity upon. My thought is you don't need the Bible for Jesus to speak to you. You don't need a historical Bible. You don't need a historical Jesus. You need a present Jesus that is whispering to you every moment of the day. I have no intention of ever uh, putting any energy in Jesus of the Bible. Although I have great respect for the Sermon on the Mount. And anyone who's been spending some time here knows that I love. Hey, Trapper. Trapper says, "What's up, Yogi? How you been? Been good, my friend." Everyone knows my great love for reading St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians. Sniper says, Zeradox, when I was about 6, read the New Testament fully for the first time. I just thought back to all the teachings inside and knew that it's all inside me, not written down. And with the Siegel. Hey, Mercy. Mercy, nice to see you, my friend. Skid says, yeah, but do we choose to create a thought or it's instinctual impulses? Both. Both, Skits. The more time you spend in meditation, the more you see thoughts drift in. A thought just drifts in. You are not the thinker. You're the witness to the thoughts. However, as witness, and eventually, hey, Frenchie, nice to see you. And eventually, even the witness disappears back into the absolute, and there's just pure, undulating stillness. Donok says, Yogi, I can personally say if I wasn't a Christian, I'd be as sad as ever. Or so you think. If you weren't a Christian, you actually wouldn't know that you weren't a Christian. You would just be. In the absence of thought of Christianity, what are you? In the absence of the thought of Christianity, do you need a Bible to tell you what to do and what to be? But we could say Jesus is the center of the New Testament. We can't really say he's the center of the Bible. Michael says, Jesus speaks no matter what, it's up to you to listen. Nicely said, Michael. Like 20 for Mercy. Thank you. Much appreciated. Is what I've always heard. When did I ever say I didn't believe in Jesus? Not believing in Christianity as an organized religion as my personal way doesn't mean that I don't have a relationship with Jesus. In my room next door, I have a little altar that has a self-realization fellowship cycle of teachers, of gurus. And in the center, got Paramahansa Yogananda, Sri Yugasthar that our friend mentioned up above, Yogananda's main guru, and Krishna and Jesus side by side. Personally, I'd like to drop a little Buddha in between. Phoenix says, I love Jesus. That's what matters. I always go back. Let's see. Carl says, I'll ask my live stream tomorrow what they think. Carl, I'll try to make it there. I think I like your channel. I think I like you. I'd love to see you go on, but only if it makes you happy. And if YouTube isn't making you happy, then yeah, you're right to question. Do you want to continue doing something that's not bringing you happiness, that it isn't your path of happiness? See, Carl, Naradox, you're confusing me with the story that you have of me. Naradox says, Jesus says, listen to you no matter what, but the question is, are you going to listen to Jesus? You make a lot of assumptions. Not the Jesus you invented in your sinful mind. But Naradox, why is your Jesus better than my Jesus? And why is there two separate Jesuses? Jesus? Again, you seem to make an awful lot of assumptions. For a long time, you and I have been having this conversation for well over a year. Same conversation. And for some reason, even though I went to a Catholic school, even though I've cultivated my own relationship for 60 years, your 17 years trumps my 60. And I don't know why that is. I miss talking to our other friend who had an open mind. Sepa says, Zaradox, if Jesus is a archetype, I can fully understand the concepts. It's used in magic as a positive energy of love from source. Nice, Sniper. Michael says, but I believe shouldn't force religion on someone, if that makes sense. It does, absolutely. Skid says, so in conclusion, thought doesn't matter. It does. As a matter of fact, it's thoughts that make matter. Without thoughts, we would have no matter. So there's a paradox, not a paradox. There's a paradox. Well, there's a paradox too. And the paradox is dealing with form, and even thought is a very, very subtle form, but relying on content, and content is beyond a thought. So we use thoughts, we use words, but because we are very, very unmindful of the thoughts that we have, we don't see that creative energy. So we don't choose them wisely in the world that we create. The thought that children are allowed to starve is a thought, and it's causing children to starve. If we collectively decided no child should starve by the end of tomorrow, we could literally make that happen, or 90% of it happen. That's how powerful a thought is. Buddha had many, many demonstrations of the power of thought. What's that you said? You want me to read some? I would love to read some. I gotta find my Dharmapada, though. My Dharmapada. Excuse me, guys. Might have to wait until tomorrow, guys. Sorry. Man, I'm making myself look bad. I once bragged to Cat and Jack, who kindly offered to organize my bookshelves, that I know where every book is. I just got to reach for it. And then, time after time, I could Google it up. Saved by the Google machine. Frenchie says, mashed it. What did we mash, Frenchie? What did I miss? Hey, Praveen. Who says I have aversion? Paradox. You're missing my point entirely. And I suspect you're missing my point entirely because you dismiss it, which is okay. I don't expect you, nor do I wish for you to think like me. I'm perfectly content with you thinking like you. The only reason we're having this conversation is because your wish, your thought of me wanting to think like you. We could talk about basketball. It'd be a very short talk, though. Let's see. Sniper says the Septuagint. How close was I? Was widely used by Greek-speaking Jews. Became the Old Testament of the early Christian Church. The New Testament writers themselves often quoted from the Septuagint. Let's see. Laradox says, "A no scroll. That's incredible." Did you know the original meaning of sin before it was translated into Greek was simply to miss the mark? It wasn't a grievance error in which you burned in hell. As a matter of fact, you know, Laradox, Jesus spoke Aramaic. He did not speak English, nor did he might have spoke Greek. I doubt it though. He spoke this is the original words of Jesus, Beatitudes, translated from Aramaic. Originally translated. Give me 1 second. We'll read a little bit. So you know the Beatitudes, I know. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Here it is, translated from Aramaic. Happy and aligned with the one, capital O, are those who find their home in the breathing. To them belong the inner kingdom and queendom of heaven. Blessed are those who are refined in breath. They shall find their ruling principles and ideals guided by God's light. Tuned to the source are those who live by breathing unity. Their I can is included in God's. Healthy are those who devotedly hold fast to the spirit of life, holding them in the cosmic ruler, all that shines and rises. Resisting corruption, possessing integrity, are those whose breath forms a luminous sphere. They hear the universal word and feel the earth's power to accomplish it through their own hands. Healed are those who devote themselves to the link of spirit. The design of the universe is rendered through their form. So, original translation from Aramaic, the language of Jesus, versus the Bible that for you has been translated from Aramaic to Greek to English and then edited to fit specific purposes of those in charge. And you know what? Even these words, they're not true. They're just words. I'll go back to Herman Melville. Silence is the only voice of God. Almost as many ads as our yogis. Too many ads? Let me know, guys. Hey, Home Slice. Laradox says, well, it's a good thing I'm not Christian. It is a good thing I'm not Christian. Hey, Elfish. Hey, Sue. Sue, how are you? Danny's here. Danny's waving at one Sue. Nice to see you guys. Danny gives Songahan some donuts and coffee. Laradox says you can call yourself. Actually, I don't call myself anything. No, that's not what Christian means. Not what Christian means at all, Laradox. But I will leave that up to you to discover. So, saved by my own mistakes. If we go to back to Aramaic, saved by my own mistakes. Let's see. Praveen says, Yogi sir, thanks for the support and prayers. I achieved 50,000 subs. Congratulations, my friend, and well deserved. That's awesome. Skid says, here's a poem. Big congratulations. Here's a poem I wrote. There are only words, but if meaning is carving into stone, I will etch it in the sky using trails of dust from imploded stars together till we die. Beautiful, Skits. Absolutely beautiful. Praveen says, and also thanks to all, you're all part of my achievement. You're quite welcome, Praveen, on behalf of everyone, I'm sure. Phoenix says, Sue, love you. Therodox says, you're saying that's not what Christian means. I didn't say that's not what Christian means. That's a funny thing to say as a non-Christian to a devout Christian. Again, you're mistranslating, Therodox. Snip says Therodox 2.0 would have really nasty person on this realm. But a really nasty person in this realm that takes many lives and hurts many families can just renounce themselves and will just like you at that point when you meet. That's a good point. Repent. It's always a funny word. Thank you, Praveen. It's okay, Laradox. I'll still loan you $5 if you need it. Runner Boy says, Beans, you got an excellent point, Runner Boy, as you usually do. Especially says Laradox, you know the scripture better than I do. I have not neglected it, being perfectly honest, or just forgotten, sadly. I find it odd to open it with a link for cash and then speak so profoundly. Michael says he never said he was Christian. People can't believe without going to church. Skits says, thanks, Yogi. Thanks, Phoenix. Thank you for sharing it, Skits. Runner Boy says, well, the restream still worked last night. How many views did you get, Runner Boy? Have to get up 6 in the morning for work to get ready. It's 11 now. You better get to bed, Runner Boy. Hey, when you come back, if you come back tomorrow, I don't want to keep you up. Let me know your watch hours. Runner Boy says, oops, Skit says, fun fact, beans or bean is one of my favorite words. I did not know that. You just like saying it? I like the word prairie. I like the word meadow. Meadow is such a beautiful word. Let's see. Homeslice says mysteries. I did not know. Oops, I forgot to take my supplement, guys. I gotta leave the room for just 1 second. Let's see. If I were to leave Laradox in charge, I would come back and everyone would be converted and kick me out of my own chat. If I leave Runner Boy in charge, I don't even have a thought. What would happen if I left Runner Boy in charge? Some kind of chaos. 4.5K, 50 hours from it. Nice. We'll get you there. I think. Until I come back. Walmart says hi and bye. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just leaving the room for a second. I forgot to get water. I think Skits is gonna be in charge. We all know, really, Sniper's in charge. All right. I'll be right back, guys. Be less than a minute. All right, guys. I apologize. Thank you for waiting. Hey, Chris. Mama Chris is here. Nature's Dog Realms. How are you? Ginger beans. Runner Boy. Runner Boy deleted a comment from Skits for his own personal lust of power. Many reasons for deleting a comment. That one was the most amusing for me. What was funny was the yes, I'm in charge, and Runner Boy just going behind his back. Wonder what says like advanced skits now. Sebastian says, Yogi, when is Thanksgiving in the US? It is in November. The last Thursday in November. Simple says, Paradox, easy on your ambo, matey. Wonder Boy says, gets time out. Frankie sub to Danny. Nice, guys. Chris is saying hi to everyone. Wonder what says, see if my power now skits. It's gone over on the boy's head. Wonder Boy says, I did not abuse my power while you left. I gotta admit, sometimes, guys, I have a little. Sometimes I have a little regret of making Wonder Boy a big time mod. Just a little regret. I don't have many regrets in life. Hey, MK. MK, how's everything at the lake? Any big catches for today? Everyone is saying hi. Skits out says I'm gonna step out the plate right now. Calm down, everyone. You all love. We're all okay, Yogi. We'll be back soon. Elevated music plays. You guys are cracking me up. I'd love to see Skits and Runner Boy do a live stream together. MK says I can make a joke now, Runner Boy, but it might not be appropriate. That has stopped very few people here. Michael says, Rats, it didn't work. Where's Jason when you need him? What kind of trouble are we talking about? Runner Boy says, screw anyone who will listen. Runner Boy, forgive me, I have sinned. Let's see. Chris says, very good. How are you, Yogi? Of course, I'm doing pretty good. It was an adventurous and stressful day, but all for a good cause. And as I mentioned, I spent all day, literally the entire day, at the Veterans Hospital in Baltimore. And you can't walk away from spending time in any hospital. I think particularly though, Veterans Hospital, without feeling blessed for all you have, feeling blessed that people like that exist in the world. Runner Boy says, mushy peas. I don't know why he said that. I suspect it was with ill intent. It says, I personally think you should remove Runner Boy, stop mod, and replace him with me. I handle the chat rather well. No spamming or anything. However, you did allow Runner Boy to time you out. As a matter of fact, I just added Skits as a managing moderator for the only reason of getting on Runner Boy's nerves. That's the only reason. Skits says I was so tempted to spam. Bessie says Runner Boy is firm but fair. Runner Boy is firm but firm. Runner Boy says I've been top mod in Yogi's Live over a year now. How did that happen? Has it been for over a year? Hi, Rosie. Rosie, how are you? Oops, I said it's mushy peas. Are you on the Pearl mushy pea side on the page, Home Slice? The one that says I've never had a timeout. Yogi timed me out for 10 seconds as punishment. Can I do that? to a mod? I've been meaning to time you out for a while anyway, Runner Boy. Right here, guys. Just sit here and relax. Enjoy this 10-second of peace brought to you by Runner Boy. Runner Boy is hey Skits. Skits. I don't want to start a timed out war. But Skits, you're managing them on now. You can time Runner Boy out for 10 seconds if you want. I think. I don't know if you can do that or not. Get a thumbs up from Praveen. Thank you, Praveen. Praveen says awesome live. Thank you so much. Hey, Praveen, how much more time do you have on your leave? Sebastian says, Yogi, I found some happiness again, and that's testament to you and everyone here. And I thank you for that. Hey, Sebastian, if the only thing that ever happened on the entirety of my channel was hearing you say that, the entire time building the channel would have been worth it. Just for that. I got to say one thing with the happiness that you found, you've offered it to others, Sebastian. And I think that's absolutely awesome. I love how you reach out to people. Runner Boy says he can't. Runner Boy says, I already said I have too much power. I can't be stopped. But you were just timed out for 10 seconds. Skid says, even if I could, I wouldn't. Or would I? Uh-oh. Runner Boy better be on his toes now. In fact, Praveen says, thanks to Phoenix. Runner Boy says, yes, definitely every year, meticulously work my way into Yogi's favor. It's funny because when I think of Runner Boy, I honestly, no lie, not joking, I think of the word meticulous, and I used it many times. Runner Boy is the most meticulous lifter I know on YouTube. He has a plan and he works the plan, and I admire that greatly. Doesn't feel right giving him that praise, but it's absolutely true. For as much as I love joking around with Runner Boy and about Runner Boy, he's definitely always had my channel's best interest at heart, as well as Sniper. MK says he can only time out standard mods. Got you. Thanks, MK. MK, did I miss your reply on how's everything at the lake? Runner Boy says I'm scared. It's a good thing that Skits has a heart of gold. So I'm going to revisit our pinned comment. The happiest thought. I actually got that from a book, Alan Cohen. Of course, in Miracles. But love becomes a way of life. That is the objective of A Course in Miracles. Love becomes a way of life. I'm working on it. It's the happiest work I could do. If someone were to say, Eric, what's your profession? it would be that I am working on making love my life's expression. Uh, so anyway, sorry guys. It was from a homeopath, Christian Almerac, French. He presents one simple teaching. At any given moment, ask yourself, is the thought I am currently thinking the happiest thought I can think? If not, what is the happiest thought I can think instead? At any given moment, what if you took happiness breaks throughout the day? This could become a prayer anytime during the day. If you could just stop randomly, is the thought I'm currently thinking the happiest thought I can think? And if not, is the happiest thought? Is there a happier thought? What is the happiest thought that I can think instead? Has anyone here read David Hawkins before? He has a skill of calibration on consciousness, 600 being the greatest, I believe. It's been a while. So, and this is what Sniper would say. You want to think thoughts that have the highest vibratory frequency. The highest, because it's the only true thing there is love. Anything else is going to calibrate lower than love. So happiness and love are synonymous, because to be truly happy doesn't have condition. Because if you're happy because you have something, thank you, Kat. 500 unconditional love. Thank you. I'm glad you're still here, my friend. Praveen says, sir, Candid Foodie tells me that she wanted to join you live, but due to opposite time zone, it's very hard for her. She took 2 months subscription on your channel. Oh, thank you so much. Tell her thank you, please. She feels full of positivity in your life. I hope it could work out sometime that she can come on. She's always welcome, anytime. Yeah, I think you can't comment on the live because you're a managing mod. Praveen says, hello, Auntie. Anything else is diluted. 501, unconditional love. No, 501 is blue jeans. It's good. Says Yogi can ask a question with love comes a lot of pain. 2, am I right? No. Nope. With attachment comes a lot of pain. Attachment isn't love. Wonderboy says, no Yogi comment on your shorts. Managing mods can't comment. Seems silly. It does. I agree. No, not in the least. Let's go. Any description of love will not be love. It'll just be a description. Course in Miracles says that words are symbols twice removed. The Tao Te Ching begins with the Tao that can be told is not the true Tao. However, we use words as pointers. Pointers point at the truth, but they're not the truth. That's the Zen maxim of the master points at the moon and the fool looks at the finger and says, the moon looks just like a finger. In NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, they say the map is not the territory, the menu is not the meal. The description of love isn't love, but it's the best that we can do. And the poets and the mystics do it better than anyone. Overall, I'm not a great fan of St. Paul. However, here's a beautiful description of love. I'm going to read it. I read it probably once a week. Brothers and sisters, strive eagerly for the greatest spiritual gifts, but I shall show you a still more excellent way. If I speak in human and angelic tongues but do not have love, I am a resounding gong or a clashing cymbal. And if I have the gift of prophecy and comprehend all mysteries and all knowledge, if I have all faith so as to move mountains, but I do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away everything I own, and if I hand my body over so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Here's the most beautiful part. Love is patient, love is kind, it is not jealous, it is not pompous, it is not inflated, it is not rude, it does not seek its own interest, it is not quick tempered, it does not brood over injury, it does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. I love that, and I love reading that. Where does suffering come in any of that? Happiness and love are synonymous because to be truly happy, you can have no opposites. If you're happy because you have a new car and you're so happy that you're driving around and not paying any attention, you get in an accident, your car is completely totaled, you're unhappy, right? Is that true happiness or is it conditional happiness? If I say to someone, I love you, sincerely, and I mean it, and a year later, they leave me, is that, and then that special relationship we had with that person turns to a very special hate. Is that true love? Or was it our attachment to what we would like love to be? I love you because, I love you for, I love you when, I love you if. You see all those conditionalities that we put in all of that? That's not love. It's affection. Rosie says, can we do breath work later tonight? 5 a.m. by chance? Oh, at the 5 a.m. Do you want to do it like in this live stream? Or do you want to do it at the later one? Or do you want to do it both? I'm going to be live for maybe 10 more minutes, so we could definitely fit breath work in. Praveen says it's 4 a.m. here now, and she is sleeping. I don't blame her. Roman in heaven. Then from 10 to 6 office time. Got you. We'll work out something, Praveen. Sometime it'll work out. Shirley says, I got here just in time. Every time you're here is the perfect time, Shirley. Welcome, my friend. I hope you're well. Can we do it both later and now by chance? Yes, we can. Skid says, thank you, Eric. So you think that attachment is the reason I feel pain when it comes to love? I think I know how I feel about the true expression of love and whether anyone truly expresses it. Yes, we all do at times. This is what the Course calls a holy instant, is when we know the true unconditionality of love. We know it because it's who we are. So one of the great messages, the only message of A Course in Miracles, is only love is real. Everything else is an illusion. As Einstein said, space and time are an illusion, albeit a persistent one, a persistent illusion. Everything here is an illusion. The desk, the camera, the body, but it's a persistent illusion. So we deal with illusions. Shirley says, we are blessed. Thank you. Until we wake up. We're dreaming a body. We're dreaming a world. All the while we're asleep in heaven. But we all awaken as one, or we don't awaken at all. I will not awaken without you. None of us will wake up without the other. However, in the meantime, we can learn to dream a happier dream. The happier dream is steeped in thoughts of love. It's learning to extend love. In Kabbalah, the mystical tradition of Judaism, they liken it to this world, this reality, the dreaming world, is 1% of reality. Not a true reality, but 1% of our perceived reality. Heaven is the 99%. Every time we have a loving thought, every time we perform an act of kindness, every time we pray for someone sincerely, we bring a little more of that 99% into the 1%. The 1% in the thoughts of the Course in Miracles doesn't really exist. So every time we have a loving thought, we're erasing it a little bit. Realizing reality itself, realizing love. Type says, 1D insists on 2 points to create a line, add another point, and connect all three, creates 2D, and fourth, it all comes alive into third dimension. Fourth is the key number and is the first missing of, see if I can do it. After well over a year, you would think I would, as well as having personal instructions. Fibonacci. Fibonacci. Sniper, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best. Hey, Delilah, how are you? Like, Dan, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, guys, we're going to do some breath work, probably wrap it up. Dan says, say, Yogi, hey, Dan, how are you? Levine says, sir, it's 4 a.m. here. Oops, I've read that. I apologize. Skid says, thanks, Yogi, brother. I appreciate your insights. Helps me to feel differently about a lot of things, even if it's just putting me at ease in the present moment. Thank you. Breath work. Let's go. All right. Let's keep it simple again. Breathing in for 4, exhaling for 8. Poor man says, good, you? I'm doing better. I'm glad to be home. Glad to be home. Glad to be talking with you guys. Sniper says, third advert. Doing well, Eric. Thank you, Sniper. Appreciate you guys watching. And if you can't, if it's too much, guys, I don't mind. I don't mind if you skip it. I'd rather you be happy. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to, hey, Adam. Sorry, I missed you right at first. This is why I rely on Danny waving and saying hi to everyone, because if I miss it above, I always catch it with Danny. Danny performs a valuable service to everyone's channel that he participates in. He is truly, I've said before, if they had a vote, who's the kindest person on all of the YouTubes? That's right, I said YouTubes. I'd vote for Danny, hands down, or with a wave and a donut and a cup of coffee. Seppa says I don't have ad blocker. I thought we were given an option to skip. Praveen says goodbye, sir. Goodbye, Praveen. Thank you so much, my friend. All right. So for those who want to participate, sorry I missed the live stream, poor man. We're going to breathe in for 4, in through the nose. We want to make that ha sound. Pause. An uncounted pause, but we notice it. Danny says, I'm sorry, Yogi, I forgot to say hi to you. It's okay, Danny. Your presence here is more than enough. I mean that so sincerely. Then we're going to exhale through the nose, making that ha sound. Remember the ha, very gentle. No one else has to hear it but you. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's see. And Kazuka Kid, did I get that right? Says, hi, man. Hey, how are you? Dan says, all good, Brother Yogi. No apologies needed. Thank you. Chris says, Yanni is so sweet. He is. So that's the breath. And we're going to do it for 10 rounds. Should take about 3 minutes. So for those who, Volganis says, hello, hello. Call me Bob. I will call you Bob. Thanks. For those who wish to participate, if you can close your eyes, guys, I'm going to be absent from the chat for about 3 minutes. If you close your eyes, bring your awareness to your nose and breathing through the nose, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Nothing more is needed right now than that easy awareness and the breath flowing in the nose and out through the nose. Now we're going to enter that ha sound, very gentle. No specific time, just breathe in gently through the nose, making that ha sound, and release the breath with that ha sound. It's as if you are inflating, slowly inflating a balloon and releasing the air from the balloon. Everything's easy. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring your awareness to your belly. Just notice that when you breathe in, your belly gently expands, like the tide. And as you exhale, the belly gently falls back, just like the tide. We notice that as we do the ocean's breath, in and out, the sound of the ocean, the feel of the ocean. Every breath, we're relaxing more, deeply mindful of the experience of breathing. We're going to breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Surrender the breath and just be right here, right now. Nowhere else you could possibly be. This is a wonderful moment. When you're ready, open your eyes. Take this wonderful moment and extend it, the only moment we actually have, through the rest of your day and into the night if you're going to bed. I will see you in the chat. Hello, Rebecca. Rebecca says, how are you, Yogi? Rebecca, I'm doing pretty good, my friend. Hey, Big Al. Big Al says, good evening, Yogi. Good evening. You guys made it just in time. Talk for another 2-3 minutes since we got some friends showing up. Jim Rat says, Yogi, what's up, brother? From another mother. Jim Rat, how are you? Always a pleasure to see Jim Rat. Jim Rat is someone, I don't know if you realize this, Jim Rat. You are someone that makes me smile and makes me feel happy every single day. You are relentless with your dance work, and I appreciate that. By relentless, I mean you show up. I love people who show up. And speaking of showing up, look who shows up on the live stream.
I'm sad, and I'm upset.
Why are you sad and upset?
My boyfriend Harrison decided to cheat on me again.
I'm sorry, Selma.
And I'm not happy about it. And I don't know what to do.
Let's see. Selma, I don't know what to do either. Because you've been through this before.
Yeah.
And the question is, does it get any better? Do you have a few moments, a few days, a few weeks, a few months where you're happy, and then you have the rug pulled out beneath of you?
Yeah.
And you deserve better.
And we have a fight today. And
Cat and Jack says, I love you bunches, Selma.
I love you too, Cat and Jack. And I wrote a song about Harrison. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna sing you a song. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm just Jessie, I'm like my Barbie doll. Just for to say, but I don't care at all. You shut up on that sister, wash up my sister. So I put a laugh, a smile. Can I leave? All this boy is poison. Running in my brain. I'm starting to think I'm saying all this gaslit. Guilt trips, just somebody different. I won't be the victim. No more Mr. Master. You step into my world. I do it what I like. I might go psycho. Yeah, you think it's crazy. But you're actually crazy. No more Mr. Nasco, pretending that I like you. I do it what I like. I might go psycho. Yeah, you think it's crazy. But you're actually crazy. I'm playing myself. Every time I play the game, I'm making myself smaller so now I play the game. So trauma for trauma. With someone I don't wanna. So I put the laugh, the smile. And let's please, all this boys, poison, running in my brain. I'm starting to think I'm insane. All this gaslit, guilty, this so different. I will be the victim. No more Mr. Nasty. You step in into my world. I do it what I like. I'm Michael, Psycho. Yeah, you think it's crazy, but you're actually crazy. No more Mr. Nice Girl, pretend that I don't like you. I'm doing what I like. I'm Michael, Psycho. Yeah, you think it's crazy, but you're actually crazy.
Very strong, very powerful words, Selma. And you
Yeah,
sang it. You sang it heartfelt. I know you felt that.
yeah.
Um. So I'm sorry, so sorry that you're going through this, Selma. I'm sorry even more that you're going through it again. Um. You're going to be faced with a decision, and
Yeah,
you know how it might happen. That maybe there'll be an apology, and maybe your boyfriend will want to get back together. Your boyfriend will say, "I'm sorry," and I will never ever tell you what to do. Not my position to tell you what to do. But ask yourself, does this feel good? And do I want to go through it again?
mhm.
And what do you think? Is this something you want to keep going through?
I think I just have to move on.
I think if that's what your heart is telling you, even though it might be difficult, then that is the best thing that you can do.
Yeah, and enough days have been new. It's Jackson from my school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I can even make person jealous.
Hmm. I don't know if, jealousy is the best. Well, I do know. I don't think it's the best um, way to start a relationship. But
Mhm.
if you like him, take your time, though. Take your time.
Yeah. Hi home.
Everyone is saying hi. Silly Jim Rat says, Soma, like Elsa from Frozen said, let it go. You ever watched Frozen before?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. You like it?
Yeah. I for me in my personality, I think I just have to move on with my life because all the drama it's been happening between me and person while we've been going through and and between me and Harrison of fighting, that that doesn't mean um I I should be I think he should be the guilty one because while we've been going through while we've been what we've been up to lately and it's just not working out for me.
Right.
And so
Yep.
and
Rosie said, let me read you Rosie's comment. Very nicely says to you, love you, Selma. Take your time to think to yourself. But from what I know, someone who keeps hurting you will do it again. But if you still want him, then do what you need to do, Selma.
thank
Home,
you.
and Home Slice and Skillet Show says hi to Selma.
I
So you have everyone here in the chat who believes in you, who loves you, and wants nothing but your happiness. So no matter what happens with anyone, just know that you're deeply and sincerely loved by a whole lot of people.
yeah.
So we're gonna be signing off in just a minute. It's been a long and uneasy but rewarding day for me,
Yeah.
and I'm a little worn out. Home Slice says, yes, once they show you what they're capable of, they just don't stop. If you love yourself, that's key. If you love yourself, you will let it go and find someone who actually wants to love you and loves himself. Rosie says, you're welcome, Selma. We all love you, girl. Just know that.
Yeah.
I love when our friends show up for friends.
Yeah.
Sniper says, the energies of you two aren't balanced, Selma. But here, Selma, love, it's all here. Lots of love from Sniper. Homeslice says, they used to tell us when boys pulled your pigtails, that it's because they liked us. But actually, if you like someone, you wouldn't torture them. So it's quite the opposite. I agree. Jim Rat says, Eddie Yogi, thanks for the inspiration and all the kindness. You're welcome, Jim Rat. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Again, go ahead.
I won't be the victim.
I love hearing that, Solomon. Homeslice says, sending love, Yogi. Thank you so much. Rebecca says, good night, Yogi, and everyone, take care. You too, Rebecca. I had missed Big Al's comment. He said he went live, and I missed it. I'm sorry that I missed it. MK says, I wish you the best, Selma. Don't let anyone hurt you.
Thank you, MK Fishing.
And Homeslice says, Selma, write that on a piece of paper, fold it up, put it in your pocket, and remember, you are worth it, and you should have everything. That's amazing. I agree. Cypress says, self-worth, Selma. Protect your energies now.
I will protect my energy. Is that because if it's hard for me to realize that, hey, I want to have a good boyfriend that will respect me and kind, not just like someone keep on cheating on me, hitting on me, making me this whole entire time. Like it gives me an anxiety. It bothers me so much. It when it comes to relationship, like that.
Right. I agree. Shirley says, you folks are all amazing, but I'm not surprised as you're here with the yogi. Thank you so much, Shirley. Shirley, I hope you include that. I hope you include yourself in that. Because you are certainly amazing, my friend. So I have to go to bed. Pretty tired. Selma, I'm glad you could come here to hopefully feel better. Hopefully a little bit better.
Yeah.
And know that you always can. Cypress says, Eric, this is one of those cases I mentioned earlier. Number 2, being not afraid to say no. This is true. Don't be afraid to say no, Selma. Sometimes saying no means you're standing up for yourself. I would say all the time saying no. FK says, my father's someone who's been abusive, but always refused therapy, for example. Gotcha.
Hi, baby mommy. I'm upset right now because I was thinking of cheating on me over here and decided to prank me and say, oh, I'm talking to my girl like this. Oh, I look put because when that I put look prettier than someone. Like bro, do you really think that you can date my girl on here? Do you really think he can date my girl on here? Yeah, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Like, bro, give me a break.
I agree, Selma.
Like, it gives me an anxiety and and it hurts me so bad, and I feel like I'm gonna cry right now, but I can't. I can't let it out, and it's in my body, and I just can't get it out. And
Hey, Selma,
yeah,
have you've heard me talk about dancing? Put on some
yeah,
music and don't worry about dancing in any particular way. Just dance how you feel, and that's
yeah,
how you get it out. That's how you get it out of your body. You could also literally shake it out of your body. Shake your arms, shake your shoulders, shake your legs, because you know the word emotion literally
yeah,
means literally means motion, but it gets stuck. So we need to do something to unstick it, to get it flowing again, so that we feel better. And we feel better through emotion, especially when we're able to express it in a particular way. So you could put on music that doesn't have to be doesn't have to
yeah,
be any particular kind of music except for what resonates with you right now. And then just let loose. Let your body tell you what it wants to do.
yeah.
So Pup says dance and shake your body.
And Live Over Toy Park. Do you want to hear my song? I wrote a song about my boyfriend. Husband. Do you want to hear it, Yogi?
Is it the one we heard once?
Yeah.
I do want to hear it. How about this? We'll hear it one more time, and then I'm going to sign off and go to bed.
Okay. Are you ready, Yogi?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I think Toy Pups is ready too.
um, I got the song written down on my paper, and are you ready?
Yep.
I'm just dressing up like I'm a Barbie doll. Just for that to stay, but I don't care at all. You show up on that gesture, wash your up in my paper, so I put laugh, put smile, and then hold on. Can I leave? All this boy is poison. Floating on my brain. I was starting to think I'm insane. All this guilt, guilt, just for my different. I won't be the victim. No more Mr. Master. You stepped on the tomorrow. I do it what I like. I'm Michael, psycho. Yeah, you think it's crazy. But you ain't crazy. No more Mr. Nestor. Pretending that I like you. I do it what I like. I'm Michael, psycho. Yeah, you think it's crazy. But you ain't crazy. I play myself every time I play the game. I'm making myself smaller so I play the game. So with trouble, like karma. Was the when I don't wanna. So I put love, put smile, and a peace. All this boy is poison. Floating on my brain. I was starting to think I'm insane. I was exhausted. Good. Just come and different. I won't be the victim. No more Mr. Nasser. You step out tomorrow. I do it what I like. I'm Michael, psycho. Yeah, you think it's crazy. But you ain't crazy. No more Mr. Nestor, pretend that I like you. I do it what I like. I'm Michael, psycho. Yeah, you think it's crazy. But you ain't crazy. Hmm.
Selma, even better the second time.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Very much appreciated. Look at all the look at all the hearts from Toy Pops, sending you nothing but love.
Yeah.
So, with that, Selma, I gotta say goodnight. Toy Pups, it's nice seeing you. Thanks for coming in.
I love you guys.
We love you too. We're always here for you. Um, with that, could you do me a favor, Selma?
Yeah,
Could you tell everyone I'm going to say goodnight?
yeah. Yogi said good night and he loves you. And he will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning and 1 o'clock in the afternoon and 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Selma is absolutely right on all accounts. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you for being here, and I will be live all of those times that Selma mentioned. I'm always makes me smile that someone knows when I'm going to be live. Thank you for that, Selma. Thank you for being such a good friend.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Eric Lapointe. Rosie says, thank you, Yogi, for the breath work, and thanks, Selma, for your beautiful song.
Thank you, Rosie.
Shirley says, Eric Lapointe, 8 a.m. Saturday. You know what happens 8 a.m. Saturday, Selma?
No.
Eric Lapointe and a bunch of friends are going to do 1,000 burpees.
Yay.
It's a lot of burpees, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. So, Selma, I will see you soon, I hope. Okay?
Okay, and I will see you in upcoming live. Love every day. I
All
love
right.
you. And kisses to you all. And thank you for helping me with the situation between me and Harrison. That just made my day. And I'm good at singing one of my songs, and I'm good practicing them. And it's so awesome.
Well, we'll always be here for you. Guys, I will see. Hopefully, I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Love you guys. Take care. Goodbye, Selma.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too.